Hi, Arina's here, and today I want to talk about writing. Have you ever lost your motivation to write? You have a deadline staring you in the face and no words to reach it. Feels awful, doesn't it? People love talking about motivation. But asking how do I motivate myself misses a critical point. What do you do when you're motivated? How do you turn motivation into productivity? And more importantly, how do you harness motivation to ensure that you stay productive later? In effect, how to write even when you are not motivated? These may sound like silly questions, but here's the truth. Most writers leave hundreds, even thousands of pages unwritten each year because they're not using their motivation the right way. Here's how to ensure that doesn't happen to you. It's a fascinating psychological concept that will change the way you work forever. See, you can't always control motivation, but you can control how you use it. B.J. Fogg, head of the Stanford Persuasive Technology Lab, constructed a model for motivation that he calls the motivation wave. The idea is that motivation isn't constant. It ebbs and flows in waves. Most of the time, our motivation is pretty low. At such times, doing hard things like writing a blog post that's interesting and useful to your readers is really hard. But sometimes, because of a number of unpredictable factors, maybe you read an inspirational story, have an uplifting talk with a mentor, or just wake up feeling amazing, your motivation spikes. And that's when you feel as if you can do just about anything. So what do you usually do when you're feeling super motivated? If you're like most people, you try and power through as much work as possible, writing page after page after page with reckless abandon. But eventually your motivation subsides and once again you're having trouble just getting started. But by using your motivation strategically, you can actually accomplish a lot more. When motivation spikes, Fogg suggests we should harness it to do the things that structure future behavior. What does this mean? In a presentation at a Health Tech conference, Fogg gave an example of something trying to get fit. Instead of simply doing extra workouts when they are at peak motivation, they should do the things that will make working out easier when they are not as motivated. For example, buying running shoes or hiring a personal trainer and scheduling sessions with them. This makes doing the actual workouts much easier, so the actual workout can be done even when motivation is low. We can apply the same principles to writing. You may find that the hardest part of creating blog posts isn't writing them. It's the research and outlining you have to do first. Once you have that, it's relatively easy to fill in the existing sections and rewrite them from there. So if you're extra motivated, instead of spending your day writing 4 blog posts from start to finish, research and outline 10 posts. Later, even though your motivation levels might be lower, you can do the relatively easier work of writing the content. Makes sense, doesn't it? So look at your to-do list. What do you have to write in the next few weeks? Break up that list into 2 categories: hard tasks, the ones that will structure your future behavior, and easy tasks, the ones you can do even when your motivation is low. While the tasks that are easy or hard for you will vary depending on your individual strengths as a writer, use these examples as a guideline. When you're at your peak motivation, focus on the hard tasks. If you feel your motivation is low, just focus on the easy tasks. This way you can watch your productivity skyrocket, and it won't depend so much on your motivation level. To help you stay motivated and achieve your goals in record times, I'm running free 30 days Real Motivation Bootcamp. You can enroll at www.goland.com/lp/motivation. I will post the link in the description section. It just takes 1 minute to sign up, so make sure you do it now. I will see you inside.